You bought the planner, you watched the YouTube videos, you wrote out the morning routine in perfect handwriting, you even woke up early for 3 days, and then you fell off again. And it wasn't just this routine, it was the gym routine last month, the skincare routine 2 weeks ago, the journaling habit you swore would change your life. Every time you start, you feel hopeful. Every time you stop, you feel like a failure. But what if I told you that the problem isn't you? That the real reason you can't stick to a routine has nothing to do with laziness or lack of discipline. This is that story. Let's begin. We live in a world obsessed with routines. 5 a.m. club, perfect skincare regimens, productivity hacks. Successful people do this everyday videos, and we fall for it. Not because we're weak, but because we genuinely want better for ourselves. We want to feel in control. We want to grow. We want peace and structure and a sense of identity. But here's the truth. Routines aren't just about discipline. They're about alignment. And if your routine isn't aligned with your nervous system, your core beliefs, or your life season, it won't stick, no matter how perfect it looks on paper. Let's go back for a moment. When you were younger, what did routine feel like? For some of us, it was rigid. Wake up, eat, school, homework, sleep, repeat. Maybe you were praised for being disciplined. Maybe you were punished for being lazy. Maybe routine felt like control, like being forced into a mold that never really fit. And now, as an adult, when you try to build routines, your body remembers. It doesn't matter how pretty the habit tracker looks. If your inner child associates routine with pressure, criticism, or emotional neglect, your nervous system might silently reject it. You're not lazy, you're protective. Another truth, we often build routines from a place of shame. You look in the mirror and think, I don't like what I see, I need to fix it. So you create a routine to become someone better, to be more like her, the version of you who always has it together. But when routine is rooted in self-rejection, it becomes punishment. It feels like you're waking up every day trying to earn your own love. No wonder it doesn't last. Sustainable routines are built on compassion, not shame. They are acts of self-respect, not self-correction. I know the fantasy. You imagine waking up at 6 a.m., meditating, writing 3 pages in your journal, drinking lemon water, going for a run, and checking your email all before the sun rises. And maybe one day you do that. But most of the time, life is messy. Sleep is short. Emotions are loud. Motivation is inconsistent. And still, your worth doesn't decrease. Routines should support your life, not silence your humanity. Yandai, when you stop trying to force yourself into unrealistic rhythms, you begin to notice your own, your natural energy cycles, your emotional needs, your body's wisdom. That's where the real routine lives. Teen. Here's something no one talks about enough. Your inability to stick to a routine might be your body trying to tell you something. Maybe you're burnt out, maybe you're grieving, maybe you're in survival mode. You don't need more discipline, you need gentleness. You need to pause and ask, is this routine nurturing me or punishing me? Is it designed for who I truly am or who I'm trying to impress? Am I building structure or building a cage? Routines that ignore your emotional state will always collapse, but routines that honor it, they grow roots. The real magic happens when you start building routines based on your real life, not your ideal life. Instead of waking up and diving into a 10-step plan, ask yourself, what do I need today? Maybe today you need movement. Maybe tomorrow you need stillness. Maybe your routine isn't supposed to look the same every day. That's not inconsistency. That's emotional intelligence. We forget nature has seasons, tides, cycles, and so do we. You don't have to show up in the same way every day to be worthy. You just have to keep showing up, gently, honestly, and with love. Let's redefine what sticking to a routine even means. Maybe it's not about perfection. Maybe it's about commitment, not to the tasks, but to yourself. You're not failing because you didn't meditate for 30 minutes. You succeeded because you paused for 5. You're not behind because you didn't follow your plan perfectly. You adapted, you adjusted. That's real mastery. The goal isn't to build a routine you can follow when life is easy. The goal is to build one that holds you when life is hard. a routine that breathes with you, bends with you, and stays soft in your hands. Start smaller than small. 1 glass of water in the morning, 2 minutes of breathing before bed, writing 1 sentence instead of a full page. Your brain learns through consistency, not complexity. Let your routines be simple enough to survive your worst days, because those are the days that matter most. When you show up for yourself on the messy, low energy, nothing goes right kind of days, that's when change truly begins, not with a big bang, but with a whisper. The real reason you can't stick to a routine, maybe it's not a flaw, maybe it's a signal that your routines need to be softer, more intuitive, more compassionate, that they need to come from a place of love, not fear, curiosity, not control. You don't need to hustle your way into worthiness. You just need to listen to your body, to your breath, to the quiet part of you that's tired of performance and craving peace. That's where your routine lives, in the quiet, in the small, in the real. So the next time you feel like you can't stick to a routine, don't ask, "What's wrong with me?" Ask, "What kind of routine would feel like kindness right now?" Start there and let that be enough, because you are not a machine. You are a soul, and you are allowed to move at your own rhythm, always.